Urban legends that turn out to be true. Off rip, I have no idea what to expect from this video. Urban legends? What kind of urban legends? Like,
it's like Bigfoot.
No, like, do you know any urban legends, like, besides, like, Bigfoot?
There's, like, the Mothman.
Mothman? There's, man with hinch.
3 days.
I mean, that ain't a mess. I've seen that shit before. Let's lock in. Let's just lock in. Let's lock in.
West Hobart Haunted House. West Hobart is an inner-city suburb located in Tasmania, Australia. Over the years, dozens of allegations of supposed hauntings, ghost apparitions, and other paranormal activity have been made by tourists and residents of West Hobart. And it's honestly not too hard to see why, as West Hobart is a pretty old town.
I don't know if I like believing like paranormal activity type shit. Like, let's be honest here. That shit is so fucking fake. Like there's just nowhere.
Yeah, I also don't like how much he's saying West Hobart. Kind of unrelated, but
is that a bad take though? Like, I feel like people like Sam and Colby, which people get really offensive about those guys, but I think that their videos are like,
it's little kid, bro. It's not real at all.
Their videos.
Oh my god, voice crack.
Yo, but like at the end of the day, their videos are just not it, bro. I don't think that's a bad take. I just don't think that's a bad take.
Like, I get it for little kids. It makes sense, but it's just so obviously fake. Like, it's not real.
Yeah, you better watch out what you say, bro. They got a lot of fans.
Yo, it's perfectly fine if they got fans. You know, it's fun to believe in the paranormal, but it's not real. In my opinion, yeah. I can't prove it. I've never seen a ghost.
You don't believe in ghosts, like, at all?
No.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think it's just straight, like, actual horse shit. It's like Rhino shit, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't believe in the sled.
I think it's all bullshit.
With a generally creepy vibe. As is usually the case, most of these stories have either turned out to be fake, or the people making the allegations didn't have enough evidence to support their claims, which makes it almost entirely likely that they're hoaxes. But as it turns out, at least one of these stories actually has some amount of truth to it. Back in the late 80s and mid-90s, rumors started spreading of a house in West Hobart that was apparently so haunted it drove its residents insane. At first, the rumors created a huge buzz all over town, with the locals doing everything possible to stay far away from the alleged haunted house. It wasn't until months later that the authorities got involved and finally got a clear picture of the situation. While it was true that the house's residents appeared to be going insane, it didn't have anything to do with paranormal activity, but with the fact that
Yo, I feel like when people say they think like they're haunted or something, I feel like it's just they're having like they're either in a place where it's like a gas leak, or they're in somewhere where they're going insane, or it's like there's somebody stalking. You know what I mean? Like someone's like there's like stories about how people like live in basements, people's houses, or like
bro, I saw some shit where fucking there's this dude that like killed a bunch of people and then he hid in he like got in between the walls of like some family's house and lived there for like 9 months.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think when people say they're getting haunted, some shit like that, or it's like some kind of rat or some shit like that. I've heard about shit like that.
He would like fuck with them at nighttime and go like shake their beds and shit.
Oh hell, like why would he even do that though? If you're trying to live in their house, why are you just fucking?
Because he's fucking insane. Like apparently, if he likes killing people, he might like just fucking scaring them, too. So
that's fair.
But yeah, I feel like people.
The tour of Vine had been.
I feel like people that talk about like paranormal stuff and talk about that, I feel like they either are just like low key. I think they just want attention. A lot of them just want attention. I feel like they're just lying.
Sure. It's like little kids.
My place is haunted. No, it's like grown ass adults. Like my place is haunted. You know what I mean? This place is haunted.
No, it's the same shit. Exactly, it's the same shit. Have you seen like those videos where like kids will make up stories like they saw aliens or some shit when they clearly didn't? Like kids just be lying about shit all the time. So you can't. People will be taking the word of little kids.
I don't even think it's just kids, bro. Like the whole like Conjuring, like Ed and Lorraine, like everyone believes that shit too, bro. Like that those stories are true. I think they're straight bullshit. A lot of people believe that shit. I think that shit is straight bullshit. Like you're telling me Annabelle is real.
Yeah, if you believe that, you're just kind of gullible. Like, let's be honest. I like thinking that it's real. It's like something that's fun to like tinker around with. Like,
it's like Bigfoot.
Exactly.
The idea of it is fascinating.
To think about, but it's just not real. Like the Loch Ness monster. It's fun to think about, but it's not real.
That one's definitely not real.
Fun to like tinker around with it.
The dude that made it, the dude that like put the thing under the water, he literally said it was fake, and people still believe it. Like we're gullible as shit. So.
Yeah, well, I think Loch Ness Monster was like an older kind of thing, which to be fair, it could have used to be real, I guess. It could have just been like a dinosaur or some shit that was like just went underwater. Don't believe that it did, but I mean, it could have been. But at the same time, if it was real, it's dead as shit now.
Well, the dude that like made it literally said he just made that like head and then poked it under the water. That shit's like 1929 or some shit. And then the Bigfoot, and then there's the Bigfoot shit of like in the woods and shit. The dude literally came out and said that he was wearing a costume.
I don't think they were like an OG to make it though. I think that was like an old story that people just like imagine, like the Loch Ness Monster one. I'm pretty sure that wasn't like the original thing of the Loch Ness Monster. I'm pretty sure that was just like somebody trying to recreate and pretend they saw it. I'm not sure though. I think that was like an old ass thing though, like the Loch Ness Monster.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I mean, I just want to like tinker around. Definitely not.
Datura vine had been growing through the trees directly above the home and dropping leaves into the family's rainwater tank. For a long time, the family had been inadvertently consuming microdoses of the plant every single day, which made them slowly but surely start to lose their sanity as they sank further and further into delirium.
That is fucking crazy, bro. Leaves falling like into your water pipes, just making you lose your fucking mind, bro. And they would have no idea.
Thinking, like, they're going insane.
Like, holy shit.
Exactly.
In case you've never heard of it, Datura is a species of plant within the nightshade family, also known as Jimson weed, the devil's weed, or devil's trumpet, and you'll see why in a second.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Even though the plant itself looks pretty harmless, it's known for having extremely powerful hallucinogenic properties, which is why it was used for centuries by Native American tribes in coming-of-age rituals and other important ceremonies. The Aztecs also used Datura as a painkiller in certain rituals, namely in ritual sacrifices, and it's also commonly used as an ingredient in the ritual of zombification.
What?
Does it get you high?
They were high?
No, does it get you high?
I don't know. Apparently it makes you fucking insane, though, so, I mean, that's pretty fun.
In the Haitian voodoo religion, where it's referred to as the devil's cucumber. As you can probably tell by now, Datura isn't your typical recreative hallucinogen, and there's a reason why it's really only ever used in hardcore spiritual rituals and ceremonies, and sometimes by naive people who have no idea what they're getting themselves into. In low to medium doses, Datura causes extremely distressing, delirious experiences, and in higher doses it can lead to paralysis and even death.
I'm pretty sure I've heard stories about people literally, like teenagers consuming this and then dying from it because they're trying to get high off it, which you're a dumbass. Yeah. You're an idiot. It's the same thing with fucking Galaxy shit. Like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, Galaxy is. I feel like they're saying that it just gives you anxiety. I don't think it actually like gets you high. It just makes you really, really anxious and like tweaking.
And why would we want that?
Oh, you wouldn't. That's what they're saying.
Nowadays, Datura is recognized by most tribes as a highly toxic and dangerous plant, and have understandably stopped using it. Before we move on, I wanted to take a minute to talk about War Thunder.
Oh, fuck. That's what the dude is telling you.
That dude is in here, go fuck yourself, straight up.
Cropsey. If you were to somehow go back to the 70s and spend some time in Staten Island, it probably wouldn't take you long to hear about an urban legend of a man named Cropsey. As the story went, Cropsey was a serial kidnapper and killer who lost his son and resorted to stealing other people's children to deal with his grief. According to the legend, Cropsey also had a hook for a hand, scars, burns, and open wounds covering him.
Are you about to tell me that this is true?
Fuck, I mean, unless they're saying it's a crazy dude, which I mean, I guess. This sounds like a pirate, though.
I mean, yeah, it does sound like a pirate. I don't know, maybe they're like, maybe it's gonna be like there's just a dude that just kidnapped children and like kind of resembled him. And they're gonna be like,
I was gonna say this, bro. I was so confused for a second because this is so off topic. I was so confused for a second. I was on your stream and I was like, why the fuck did I think you going into full cam? And I looked back at and I realized I'm on your thing. So the whole time I just wasn't on full camera. I was just confused the fuck about it's auto do. Yeah. You say that. Yeah, I think they sound like a fucking wannabe pirate or some shit. Like a psychopath murderer.
A wannabe pirate.
I mean, I guess. Like, why else would he be looking like that?
Right.
Or it's just not real. They're just making shit up.
Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what it's going to talk about. So
his entire face and body, and a generally horrifying appearance. Considering the mass areas of uninhabited woodlands, it's not all that unexpected that a tale like the legend of Cropsey would make it into the mainstream culture at some point. Unfortunately, this wasn't just a tall tale made up by Staten Island parents to keep their kids from venturing too far into the woods and getting lost. Although the legend has some obviously made-up elements such as the hooked hand and the horrifying scars and burns, at some point in the early 70s, children in Staten Island really did start disappearing. That's when the line between legend and reality started to blur, and the story of the real Cropsey immediately replaced the urban legend.
Wait, do I know this story?
I don't think I do.
There's some dude in the 70s that was like a preacher dude. He's like some black preacher dude or whatever, and a bunch of black kids were going missing in some place in the 70s. And he was preaching, talking about, we got to find them, and oh, this is some racist dude that's doing this, and we got to take him down. But turns out the entire time, he was the one killing them.
No fucking shot.
He was the one killing them the entire time. And I was like, oh shit. I don't know if this is it though. I don't know. I don't know. So
yo, that makes sense though. Cause maybe he was telling the kids that like the fucking dude with the hook hand or whatever. He might have been saying, oh, I think it was this guy, the guy with the hook hand. He might have been telling the kids that shit, like telling them the stories, freaking them out. Then they went around telling people the stories while he was just doing all this shit. That makes sense.
I don't know. I think
If that
he
is what
was.
happened.
I think he was just going around like talking about how it's just a white dude and how it's just a racist thing going on. I don't know though.
I don't know where the conspiracy came from. Though. That's kind of weird.
This is the real story. Andre Rand was a man from Manhattan who was born in 1944 and moved to Staten Island in the late 60s. After working for 2 years at the infamously brutal Willowbrook State School for Children with Disabilities, Rand was arrested in 1969 and served over a year in prison for the attempted attack of a 9-year-old girl. As soon as he was released 16 months later, reports started cropping up of more little girls disappearing all over.
Wait, pause. Yo, look at his hairline. Do you
That
see
shit
that
is
shit?
not even a hairline, bro.
Bro, he's like a halo on top of his head or some shit.
Holy
Like,
shit!
his hair is. Oh my god. How the fuck does your hair get that bad? Holy shit. That is horrible. I had to point that out.
Reports started cropping up of more little girls disappearing all over Staten Island, including 5-year-old Alice Pereira, who was playing in her building's lobby when she suddenly disappeared without a trace. Over the next decade, Rand was the prime suspect in the disappearances and deaths of several other young girls in the area.
That just looks disturbing.
But it wasn't until
Yeah, that's a
1983 when he
horrifying
picked up 11 kids from a local YMCA and brought them fast food before taking them to the airport that he was finally...
Bro, is it just me, bro? Whenever I'm seeing a bunch of shit like that, that's just a bunch of like missing kids. It's just so fucking eerie, bro. Like, I'm like, oh my god, bro. Like, it's just cooked, bro. There's like literally, I think I don't know. Do you think there's like over hundreds of thousands of still missing kids?
Oh, I'm sure.
And
well,
they
you gotta think, like, isn't it like 50% got found?
Yo, and
like that?
they definitely most of the missing kids shit definitely that haven't been found took place around the like 80s and 70s. 100%. That's the prime time to do that shit. That's the prime time. Now, if you do that shit, there's at least an 80% chance your ass is getting caught within the next week, at least.
You know what's crazy though? I'm pretty sure like even murderers, isn't like a 60% chance they get caught?
Yeah, there's still a lot of serial killers that are active today that we have no idea about. So don't know how they're getting away with it. But
I don't know.
they're getting pretty.
So many.
They're getting pretty elaborate with doing it. Like, you know that story about that? There was some dude who would like send people mail letters, and then he had poison in it, and they like if you touched it, they would kill you within minutes, and like that shit's like actually horrifying.
I didn't even know that like some shit you could do.
Yeah, they would just like send mail,
crazy,
and they would
bro.
put like poison on it, and it would like kill people in like minutes. It was fucking insane. I don't know if they they had to have called that dude. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, they're getting like smart with killing people. Like,
it's kind of scary to be honest, especially with only a 60% chance to get found. That shit's fucking insane.
it's cooked, so cooked.
It really is.
arrested and sentenced to 10 months in prison again. Throughout the 70s and 80s, dozens of young kids disappeared in Staten Island, and although Rand was often the last person to be seen with them, there was ultimately never enough evidence to put him away for a long time. For many years, he would often be seen hanging around.
So they never caught him? Like,
No, they just said that
they knew it was him?
many of the missing kids that went missing, he was the last person to be seen with them, but they didn't have enough evidence. I think the fact that he's around most of them that go missing is enough. Are we an
It really
idiot?
should be.
There's no
What
way
the
that nah, that makes no sense. That is so cooked. That literally makes no sense at all. But
It
you know,
really is.
okay,
Young
I
kids,
guess.
going on walks with them, and even
It's fucking
taking them
cool.
to lunch and dinner with him at local restaurants.
Yo, like,
After
what the
years of letting him
fuck?
walk the streets as a free man, police would find
So you're telling me that this dude is literally taking these kids out to restaurants and shit in public, definitely being seen by multiple witnesses, and there's not enough proof. They're missing, and he was the last person with them, but we can't really do anything about it. We just gotta let them go. What the
Yeah, like, are
fuck?
they fucking stupid?
What do you mean not enough evidence?
Yo, what's crazy is there's still shit like that today. Like pedophiles and shit. They'll go and do all this kind of heinous shit, and they just won't get caught in enough evidence. Like, that's clearly enough evidence.
The craziest thing is the fact that the police didn't arrest him for it and just charge him with it all for it after doing it like the first time, which they should have done. You're the last person seen with him, and now he's missing. Yeah, you did it. The fact that he didn't they didn't like charge him or anything all for it is probably the reason why he got away with killing multiple kids.
He should have at least been on like where they watch him or something, right? Like where they have like full eyes on him, just like 24/7. And as soon as they see him with the kid, they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, this is cooked. This makes no sense whatsoever, bro. Like,
It's just police being dumb as shit, I guess.
finally have a breakthrough in the case in
It's so avoidable.
1987 when they found undeniable evidence that Rand had been behind the disappearance and murder of Jennifer Schweiger, a 12-year-old girl with Down syndrome.
damn.
In 1988, he
So
was sentenced to
cooked,
25 years to life, and while he was behind bars, more and more evidence was found that tied him to several other disappearances in Staten Island in the 70s and 80s. Unfortunately, he was only charged with one additional major crime in 2004, which was the kidnapping of Holly Ann Hughes, thanks to which he will spend the next 13 years behind bars until 2037. If he lives that long, he'll be 93 by the time he gets out.
Wait, no, are we fucking serious? Are we actually fucking serious? He has 13 years for kidnapping a bunch of children? What the fuck?
Bro, and it said this was in the 70s, and it's saying he just got charged with one of the murders.
Yo, electric chair his ass. Okay, what's that thing they just shoot him a bunch of times? Like, they need some shit.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be dead before
ass.
then, but like, dog, you're telling me he only got charged with, I think he got charged with the one with Down syndrome, which, recipes, you know, that kind of came up a little bit. But like, bro, you're telling me that this dude he got charged with that in the 70s, and they charged him with another one like 40 years later, and he still has a chance of getting out? He'll be 93, so I mean, I feel he'll be dead before then, probably. Maybe not, but even then, like, you're 93, bro.
Yo, but it's so cooked though, because he let him live his whole life out. Like, they should have it to where he has to fear his death. He knows he's gonna get in the electric chair. He should have to think about that the rest of his life. How he's a fucking like shut.
That's how most serial
He's a
killers are,
psychopathic son.
because they have like execution things like years set up to be scheduled like years later. So they're just, and some of them just like end up dying from a heart attack or something just every day, knowing that eventually they're gonna get executed. They just die from a heart attack.
At least they're getting like tortured pretty much. You're having to think about it every single day. They deserve that shit. He could just actually get out and live a few years of his life. Just cooked. Like, look at this man's eyes. He looks like he'd be a psychopath.
It's just cooked.
It really is. Everywhere.
The Maine Hermit. The Kennebec Valley is one of the most beautiful regions in Maine, with over 5,000 square miles of forests, rolling hills, and natural paradise surrounding the Kennebec River. Many cabin owners of the North Pond area in the Kennebec Valley have described the area as the most peaceful place on Earth. But it hasn't always been that way. All throughout the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, there were reports of
I just gotta say real quick, this reminds me of like Ash vs. Evil Dead type shit. That's all I gotta say.
Ash versus
over
Evil
1,000.
Dead.
Yes, bro. That's what reminds me.
Those movies have such a weird pivot, bro. Like the first one is just like straight like supernatural horror. The second one, I feel like, doesn't it take like a goofy turn kind of? And then the third one, they just straight like time travel. They just straight time travel.
It is really weird shit. This reminds me of like that of the movie though. Like exactly. Yo, I gotta say this too, bro. I think the show is actually kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. This might be just super old.
I never seen it, bro.
Ash versus Evil Dead.
I never seen it, bro. Dead Meat never did a kill count on it, so I don't know, bro.
Bro, I was trying to get you to watch it, but you didn't want to. I think it was actually kind of fire, bro. Voice crack. It's kind of fire, bro. Like it had like a decent kind of plot to it to an extent. It had like some kind of like goofy-ish moments. Like, I fucked with it. And then they canceled it. They canceled it right near the end when they got to like the big boss kind of thing.
That's how most shows go.
I know, but it seemed kind of good. Like, I was hoping they would finish it, and they just never had. I just forgot it existed until now.
You know they've made more. You know they're
Oh,
making
fine.
Evil Dead movies, right?
Yeah.
They made Evil
Are they
Dead.
doing like different people though?
They made, yeah, he's not in it, but they made Evil Dead Rises, which I saw. That shit was like dead ass one of the best horror films I've seen in a minute. And they made another one, Evil Dead Burned, or some shit that came out recently, and people have been glazing it. So
Yeah, I've heard Moist Critical talk about it, but like that's it. I've heard nobody else talk about it besides Moist Critical.
yeah,
I mean, I'll probably watch that one day. Wait, like back in?
break-ins in the North Pond cabins. For decades, nobody knew who was responsible for the thefts, especially since they were always carried out when there was no one home. As the cabin owners soon noticed, the break-ins seemed to follow a pattern, always peaking in the days before Memorial Day and after Labor Day. As for the stolen items themselves, they ranged from food, to cooking utensils, to books, to propane tanks, to toiletries of all kinds. In the absence of a concrete suspect, the locals eventually named the thief the North Pond Hermit, even though by this point there was nothing to suggest the break-ins were being carried out by a single person. Although it wasn't uncommon for groups of homeowners to venture out into the woods to try to find the North Pond Hermit, they never found a trace, which only added to the legend's mystery. One afternoon in 2000.
so you're just saying that there's just an urban legend. Oh yeah, there's just this random person, maybe some sort of like creature that just breaks into some of our houses, just steals our food and shit. It's pretty average.
Steals like toilet paper.
Yo, he's in the woods somewhere if you want to go find him, I think. But yeah, like,
Like, how is this even like a legend? It's just a dude who goes and steals toilet paper.
you think that
Like,
like they kind of just got used to it, like they'd come home and some of their shit would be gone, and they'd be like, ah, well, yes, he strikes again. Or do you think they were just in fear every night? Do you think they just
I
be?
just fear they probably just like made it into a joke.
Well, I mean, like if a dude's breaking into your house pretty easily, I mean, I feel like you'd be in somewhat fear that like he's just gonna kill you.
Yeah, well, I would think that's not like their house. It's probably like their vacation home or some shit. If it's like this far in the woods, I mean, maybe. I would think of like a vacation home type shit.
I don't know.
So like it's so far in the woods, it's by a lake. I mean, that's how it seems. It's like there wouldn't be like any schools near there, like really any jobs. So I don't see how it could be like just a normal house, like a wood cabin.
I don't know. Let's lock in.
2002, 100 people attended a North Pond homeowners meeting, and when someone asked how many of them had suffered break-ins, almost all of them raised their hands. As you can probably guess, the North Pond Hermit quickly turned into somewhat of a boogeyman, with the legend frequently being shared over campfires in the area. For years, nobody thought that the person or people behind the break-ins would ever be found. But in April 2013, a man named Christopher Thomas Knight was arrested in the middle of the woods in the North Pond area by an officer who had made it his sole mission to bring the thief to justice. As soon as he was brought to the police station, the cops asked him why he wasn't answering any of their questions. At first, it seemed as though he was having trouble speaking, but eventually he responded that he was ashamed of himself. As it was later revealed, Christopher had been living out in the middle of the woods by himself in an unheated nylon tent, surviving only on the things he stole from nearby North Pond cabins. Shockingly, he had survived winter temperatures of 20 degrees below zero for years and hadn't been to a doctor or taken any medicine for 3 decades. What's most incredible about the hermit's story is that for the entire time he lived in the woods, he didn't have a single conversation with another human being, except for one time when he ran into a hiker and only said hi.
So this dude's been isolated for like years upon years, just surviving off of breaking into people's houses and stealing their food. And he's like literally just in like a little tent, surviving in freezing cold. Yeah.
This might be an L take. I don't even think he's that fucked up. I mean, he's literally just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad for him.
I don't think it's that bad. I feel like it's just like, yeah, it's not that bad. I feel like, I mean, you're still breaking into people's house. You're still breaking into people's house and stealing their stuff, which is like cooked. Yeah, serve time for it. But like, you're not like the other ones we just saw. Yeah, you're not like murdering children. You're kind of just like being homeless, stealing stuff to survive, not stealing.
Exactly.
Like,
they were literally mentioning how all he would steal is just like food or like toilet paper, like toothbrush or like that kind of shit. He wasn't stealing like money. Or,
yeah, like he could have stole valuable things and like pawned them off and shit and just made money. Like, but he's not doing that. Like, he's just stealing food.
He's just trying to survive.
It's still cooked.
I honestly feel for him.
It's still cooked, you know, serve time for it, but like, I don't think it's horrendous. I know.
Yeah, nah, it ain't that serious.
Understandably, Chris had lost interest in keeping track of time, so when he was asked how long he had been in the woods by himself, he replied, since the Chernobyl nuclear meltdown, which took place in 1986.
1986?
That's fucking crazy.
So that's what? That's 14 and then 13, so like 27 years? 37 years.
Yo, and you gotta think, he hasn't had any kind of like social media or like electronic. He's literally just been out in the woods.
Dog, he spent 27 years just in the woods.
Yeah. He hasn't talked to a single person, hasn't had any kind of social media or electronic. Man, he's actually just lost.
God damn. Kind of feel
bad.
bad.
Protein bar, if you applause, you can pause.
I feel bad.
Found out he was 20 years old when he decided to become a hermit, just a couple of years after high school, although he never gave the authorities a real reason why he decided to disappear. In all his years of isolation, he went to extreme lengths to preserve his privacy. He never lit fires, only moved at night, and hadn't had any kind of communication with the rest of society for more than half of his life. He'd never driven a car, sent an email, or even known what the internet was until his arrest. Interestingly, as the cops dug deeper and deeper into his story, they realized that his only real possessions were his glasses, which he had been wearing for 30 years and could even be seen in his Lawrence High School yearbook picture from 1984. Everything else, down to his underwear and jacket, had been stolen.
Holy shit, bro. You got the same pair of glasses for 30 years.
How the fuck do they not break?
Also, just imagine like figuring out what the internet is. Just, you know, like, you know, after 27 years.
I don't even care about it.
I don't know, bro. Like, this is fucking something. Holy.
After the investigation, Knight was sentenced to 7 months in prison, after which he once again disappeared. According to the cops, he's now living a quiet, peaceful life in rural Maine.
Oh, this only did 7 months of time. What?
Where the fuck do you get money from?
I have no idea. You probably got put on like probation or some shit, and they like try to help you out and get jobs. Maybe, I don't know.
I have no idea. Someone grab a water real quick. You can continue.
Purple Aki. Throughout the late 1980s and 90s, Purple Aki. Throughout the late 1980s and 90s, rumors of a massive bodybuilder called Purple Aki began to surface in the northwest of England.
Fuck.
According to the allegations, Purple Aki would supposedly walk the streets of Liverpool hunting down young, muscular men and rugby players and oddly ask them if he would let them feel their muscles.
I think I've heard about this dude on TikTok. Yo, you want to know some crazy shit? I saw a video of this one dude who just does, his name's Pie Matt or some shit, Matt Pie or whatever. He makes videos just talking about like random people on TikTok or whatever and shit. He made a whole video talking about this one dude who's been making videos on the internet for over 20 years. And he's like an old white dude. He makes videos going up to random young girls that are sometimes underage, and he puts his forearm against their forearm, and he's like, "Oh, let's see if yours is forearm's longer than my forearm," right? And you're thinking, "Oh, maybe this dude just has, you know, because he clearly has a disability." So you're thinking, "Oh, he just has a disability. Maybe it's just some fun." Oh, okay. And you can tell the girls are kind of weirded out while doing it. In one of his videos, he literally talked about one of his old videos from like 2005 on YouTube. He talked about how he does that because it makes him hard and it turns him on. And he says if their forearm is longer than his, it gets him really hard, and he hopes that they fight back because he likes it. He likes it like that.
What the fuck is wrong with him, bro?
That shit is so cooked. No. You can see shit from like 15 years ago, far back as him doing that. Yeah, and he'd be doing it with underage girls too and everything.
You need to go in like jail or some shit, bro. Like that's fucking crazy.
Like, in one of the videos, I'm pretty sure you could see him get hard while doing it with an underage girl.
Hell no, bro. That's just sexual assault at that point, right? If he literally says out loud, he gets hard from it. That's just sexual assault, right?
I don't know. It's cooked.
That is cooked.
Like,
is that what this dude's about?
No. I don't think so. Right. I mean, this dude's probably definitely got, you know, fantasies, but you know, I like.
If they complied, he would allegedly squeeze their muscles for much longer than was considered socially acceptable, and would then ask them to perform squats so he could feel their quad muscles. Some teenagers reported that Purple Aki even went as far as to ask them to pose for him. And
dog, if another man comes up to me and says, "Can you squat?" He says, "Hey, can you squat so I can feel your hamstrings?" Dog. Well, I'm in, but dog, bro, as a man, you should not be agreeing to that, bro. Straight up.
Exactly.
Like, unless you should not be agreeing for another dude to touch your muscles and grope on them, bro. Unless,
no, I'd say unless it's like an old dude or something, he's just like trying to be like nice, I guess. I don't even know.
No. Unless like you're getting paid mad money from it and you don't care about like how people perceive you and shit. I mean, by all means, go ahead. But like, if you want your dignity, bro, nah.
No, the only acceptable way, right? And it's like some old lady and she's like, "Oh, you're so strong. Can I feel your muscles?" Some shit like that. Then I feel like that's acceptable.
That's different from like some middle-aged black dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's different.
It's like grown-ass man. Like, that's fucking just weird.
This is good.
Often offered exercise and nutrition advice for those who gave him the time. Because the rumors were so incredibly ridiculous.
Wait, dog. You're telling me
his hand on his dick,
this guy is giving nutrition advice?
Yeah, you can see. I don't know if they're getting into this, but you can see his dick. So I mean, I'm just saying, bro.
Oh my god, bro! Give us some dick implant advice, bro. Holy.
Who gave him the time? Because the rumors were so incredibly ridiculous, nobody really took them too seriously at first, and eventually the story of Purple Aki turned into an urban legend, with crazy details being gradually added to the tale.
How is this including urban legend?
It's literally some random middle-aged man.
It's just an actual thing.
Exactly. One where Purple Aki would allegedly swallow teenagers whole if they let him feel their muscles.
What?
But as time went on, it became clear.
He said that he would swallow What?
What the fuck does that even mean?
Including one where Purple Aki would allegedly swallow teenagers whole if they let him feel their muscles.
Yo, dog. Pause. What the fuck do you mean swallow whole?
Yo, if this is a guy, look at his eye, bro. He looks high out of his mind.
Holy shit.
Them people.
But as time went on, it became clear that Purple Aki wasn't just a made-up character created by bored teenagers looking to get some laugh from their friends, but a real person named Akinwul Arobic. Aki was often seen traveling across England by train carrying a plastic bag and asking young men if he could feel their muscles. Naturally, this made a lot of people uncomfortable, and it wasn't uncommon for Aki's face to be featured in local newspapers after several encounters with the law. Most of the accusations against him were related to his creepy behavior around teenage boys, but around 1986, the story of
See, now, it was just borderline, just weird, just regular dudes. That's weird. Teenage boys, though. Yeah, that's prison.
It's just getting worse and worse.
That's definitely worse, you know?
He's a pedophile. Like, that definitely
took a really dark turn. Early that year, 16-year-old Gary Keller was walking home from school when he ran into Purple
Did he kill one of them?
Who immediately asked to feel his muscles. Freaked out by the weird request, Gary said no and ran away. Later that same year, Aki followed Gary to a local outdoor swimming pool, and when the teenager noticed, he ran to New Brighton train station and jumped onto the railroad tracks to get away from Aki.
Oh, he got
Sadly, the story ended in tragedy, as Gary was accidentally electrocuted by one of the rails.
That's a bad electrocution, bro. That is raw, dog. Like
to be fair, I don't think it's this dude's fault, but I feel like he should still do the time for it because like he's being a fucking weirdo.
He's just blatantly stalking this dude. Imagine like that dude did that to you in the middle of the night, try to ask, and like you get freaked out, run away. Half a year later, you just see him coming after you.
Yeah, so I mean, I still think he should do the time, but I also don't fully think it's his fault. But like, fuck him, he should do the time anyway because he's a cup.
Yeah, you're a weirdo, bro. I feel like like
like that.
Considering the whole thing happened because Gary was being chased, Purple Aki was convicted of involuntary manslaughter, charged with harassing 14 different teenage boys, and sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. In 1988,
Oh, it's enough, to be honest.
That's whatever. Well, if you look at the more recent videos, they're more recent.
If you look at what?
If you look at some of the videos, they're more recent. Like those, that said that was 1996 or some shit. But like some of the videos we just saw, he's older, so he got out and he's still doing it.
Oh, so he must go back then. That's not over yet.
Oh no, there's
still got. Oh yeah, we saw like half the video. We're probably gonna go like more in detail.
He filed an appeal and complained that the only reason he had been convicted was because he was black. Ultimately, the judges agreed there wasn't enough evidence.
Bro, this is the same thing with that one dude. I forgot what his name was. Fucking Jared from Subway. Oh my god, we got Jared Fugel from Subway, bro. Did you remember I told you, bro? Remember I told you about him, bro?
Yeah, I remember. You told me during the police case.
He
Make sure to check it out. You can watch on YouTube. Just saying. But,
he was like, I need a new trial, bro. The judge doesn't like me because I'm a rapist.
Yeah, bro. You told me that shit.
Like, oh, no shit. No shit, bro.
I can't imagine why he wouldn't like you.
To prove Aki had been directly responsible for Gary's death. And believe it or not, he was freed and awarded £35,000 in compensation.
What the fuck?
Between 1988 and 2000.
Dog, this dude just groped a bunch of dudes' muscles, fucking got one of them killed out of, because they were afraid of him, and we gave him 35 grand.
Yo, what is wrong with him, bro? Like, that's so cool.
6. Aki went in and out of jail for failing to resist his compulsion to touch, feel, and measure other people's muscles. And in 2003, he was arrested for an additional 15 charges of harassment and witness intimidation, for which he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Just like any other predator, he was also forbidden from waiting outside schools in the area. A few months later, he was jailed for 15 months.
Now that's a good call. That's a really good call right there.
Yeah.
300 feet away from the school, bro. That's a good one.
I mean, clearly he doesn't listen now. Look, all these pictures, just like 40 pictures of him just touching on muscles.
Yep.
Like, why the fuck are they saying yes to
this? Upon his release, he was once again arrested a few weeks later in 2010 and then again in 2015. After his latest release, he reportedly moved to Leeds, where rumors started cropping up that he had passed away during the pandemic.
Oh shit.
However, those rumors were put to rest when videos started surfacing in 2023 of Aki walking the streets of Leeds asking random dudes to, you guessed it, feel their muscles. As of today, Purple Aki is alive and well, and will probably continue in his same behavior with or without permission for many years to come.
I mean, it's high as shit in that photo.
This dude is just like consistently getting time for it, and you can't help it, man. He's got to touch the muscles, bro.
He's a freak.
Yeah, bro.
He's an actual freak.
That dude.
Not a game, bro. I mean, to be fair, though, I guess it could be worse. Like, at least he's not like, from what it seems, like, not like a rapist or some shit. He just, like, has a weird fetish. He's just like a pedophile, though, for sure. But I mean, well, that's still pretty bad. I don't know.
Being a pedophile is a little bad,
That's bad, but it's hard to see him as a bad guy for wanting to touch muscles, but at the same time, that's weird as fuck.
It definitely
Like, it doesn't seem like that bad of a thing, just, like, thinking about it, but he was trying to touch little kids' muscles. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, he deserves to have, like, more time.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I wouldn't even have necessarily said that he deserved to do time for that dude dying, but at the same time, like, kinda did. I was also more so just saying he kinda did because he's just so weird. I don't know. It's like 50-50. I don't really know what to say about that.
He didn't chase him onto the train tracks, so I mean...
Yeah, I don't know. That one's a little rough.
He only got 2 years from it, though, so I mean...
Well, he actually got more time for, I guess, breaking violations, so...
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 years, he got $35K. Well, in pounds, I don't know how much that is.
And then he got out, and then he broke violations, like court orders or some shit, and then got 6 years for that.
That's just his fault, though, for being a freak.
How do you get more time for breaking court violations, but you get less time for getting a dude killed? And then you get the dude killed, and then you actually get out, and then they just give you, like, 30 grand. Oh, our bad. Not really your fault. Kinda, maybe a little bit, but, here's 30 grand.
Yeah, they give him 35 grand, and they're perfectly fine with that, even though he continues to do the same thing he said he didn't do.
I don't know, bro. This one's just weird, bro. The first one was just, no, the second one was cooked. All these other ones were kind of just like,
He's like, not even scary, bro. It's just a dude who's a freak when they touch on muscle. Like, I don't know.
Le Loyen. According to a Swiss urban
Yo,
legend,
and the last one, bro. The last one was this a dude who like robbed people. These aren't even scary.
Just a homeless dude.
Dead ass.
I don't
allegedly
understand,
been
bro.
running into
Like,
a mysterious
I don't
human-like
understand how we went from the first one was a family kind of just went a little bit insane from like flowers like poisoning their water, right? They didn't like do anything crazy though.
Yeah.
Second one, child murderer,
Yep.
and then homeless dude just steals food, and then weird dude gropes guys' muscles. Where does unless we got like some two crazy ones coming up, what are we on? Like, what are we on, bro?
You're just random.
Freeborn Forest in the western part of the country near the town of Malls since the early 2000s. Based on the dozens of allegations that surfaced over the years, the figure has been described as being around 6 feet tall and always wearing a vintage-looking gas mask covering his entire face, a boiler suit, and a cloak.
What?
Most people who supposedly ran into the figure reported...
Imagine you see that shit, you're just walking down the street, like, nighttime, in the woods.
Like, oh my god, Mew, is that you? I know, it's not funny, bro. Just continue.
But yeah, bro, you just see a dude in a fucking gas mask, like well, he said it was 6 feet tall, which that ain't even... That's like average. If they said he was 7 feet tall, that would be horrifying. That would be horrifying if he was 7 feet tall.
You heard the voice crack? But yeah, I feel like it'd still be scary because it's just a random ass dude in a gas mask in the woods. But at the same time, I'll just be like, damn, he's probably working on something. I'd probably be like, damn, I gotta get out of here. Maybe there's radiation or some shit. But I wouldn't be like super freaked out. Just like, what the fuck is he doing?
If he was like 8 feet tall, I'd definitely freaked out. But he's average height, then I'm like, you're just, what are we doing? What's going on?
Exactly.
He or she was completely harmless, but this didn't make the encounters any less terrifying, and it wasn't uncommon for people to report the figure to the police when their children reported feeling scared. As expected, it didn't take local residents long to start adding their own crazy twist to the story, with some claiming that the creature was the ghost of a mentally unstable soldier, while other popular theories assured it was an alien. For a while, the story was classified as an urban legend, and the mysterious humanoid was given the name Le Loyen, also known as the Ghost or the Hermit of Malls. Throughout the early 2000s, Le Loyen was mostly the subject of local oral legend because there was no real evidence to support its existence. But in 2013, the story gained international attention when the Swiss/French newspaper Le Matin published the first ever photograph of Le Loyen, which was sent in by a hiker. After the photograph was published, there was no turning back.
We're wearing a gas mask and a fucking cape.
A rug, bro. It looks like a rug.
A rug?
Like, what the fuck? It looks like a rug, bro.
What?
Back, as people from all over the country started to make trips to the woods outside malls for a chance to catch a glimpse of Le Loyen. The last known sighting of Le Loyen took place in June
bro.
2003.
He just roams the woods?
Yeah. It sounds like just another homeless guy, bro.
It literally just might be like a lunatic, like homeless.
13, when a local woman named Marianne Desclous saw the figure clutching a bunch of flowers as she was walking outside. Later that year, Le Loyen's clothes were found in the middle of the woods along with a wooden note titled "The Death Certificate and Will of the Ghost des Malls."
Oh shit.
In the letter, Le Loyen accused the media of having murdered a harmless being by revealing its existence and turning him into a circus freak. The letter also mentioned that due to the unwanted attention, Le Loyen had to abandon its daily walks, which were referred to as happiness therapy in the letter. After the cryptic note was
I mean, that's not good. He apparently just had like a weird daily routine.
Could have just been like an autistic dude. Could have just been autistic.
Yeah, literally. Like he probably just had like he probably didn't want to be seen, like embarrassed of how he looked or something. So he just wanted to like be covered or something. Or maybe he wanted to role play. I don't know. And he was trying to have like a happy walk, but he like got upset. People are now pointing at him and shit.
Probably.
It's published in the newspaper, and many people concluded that Le Loyen had taken its own life, although this has never been confirmed. As of 2024, nobody has ever seen Le Loyen's true face, and many people have theorized that the figure was possibly a woman with a facial disfiguration who didn't want people to see her, which is supposedly why she wore the gas mask. But this line of reasoning will probably remain unconfirmed forever.
That kind of makes it kind of sad.
I know, bro.
I don't know. That's sad.
That's what I was thinking though. Is it had to be somebody who's like didn't want to see their face shown or something. So they like didn't like how they look. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it makes it sad.
The Bunny Man.
Yeah, the Bunny Man.
In the early 70s, dozens of locals started reporting that a man dressed up as a bunny had started haunting the residential neighborhoods around DC, Maryland, and Northern Virginia. Although dressing up as a bunny in itself seems pretty harmless, what made the encounters a little scarier was that the guy would allegedly threaten children on the street with an axe and frequently vandalize people's property for no apparent.
See a fucking it's just a fucking grown ass like fat dude just in a bunny costume with an axe just hopping around after he's just trying to kill you, bro. Like,
just fucking shoot his ass, bro.
bro, that would be like, would that be scary? I feel like
Yo, if
be
you
like, what
shoot
the
his
fuck?
ass, it's like 100% like just you can just tell the police it's you trying to protect yourself. There's a dude in a fucking bunny mask with an axe in his hand. Like
Some dude just walks in and he's
what
like,
do you think it's
they're like, who's doing this to you? What's going on? It's like, it's the bunny man. He's after me.
yeah.
Like, bro, like what?
Yo, just record him threatening you and just shoot his ass, I guess. Like I feel like this. It's probably a big.
Even though sightings of the so-called bunny man were pretty rare, they seemed to follow a pattern, as the man usually appeared in secluded locations where there weren't a lot of witnesses. The story itself has a lot of elements of a typical urban legend and is kind of hard to believe, but through my research I found that it's all loosely based on a true story. In 1970, a couple was parked in a driveway close to a bridge on Colchester Road in Fairfax County when suddenly a random guy appeared out of nowhere, yelled at them for allegedly trespassing, and threw a hatchet at their car. Terrified, the couple left the area immediately before they had a chance to get a good look at the guy. As they reported the incident to the police, they mentioned the guy had been dressed in light-colored clothing and may or may not have been wearing something white on his head. Although the couple never mentioned anything about a bunny in their statement.
Yeah, that would be kind of trippy though, dude. In a fucking bunny costume just throws a fucking hatchet at you, bro.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I would just think maybe it's like a psychopath doing like an Easter.
There's some dude on drugs.
You literally, bro. A dude on drugs.
Yeah, right.
Like just a psychopath.
As soon as the story hit the news, people started claiming that the hatchet thrower had been wearing bunny ears. Pretty soon, rumors of a man in a bunny suit threatening kids in the woods with a hatchet started surfacing all over the DMV area, and as the years went by, the stories got wilder and harder to believe. Over time, the legend of the Bunny Man has become pretty mainstream, with the bridge on Colchester Road even being renamed as Bunny Man Bridge. As of the uploading of this video, the legend has now been standardized and goes something like this. In 1904, there was allegedly an asylum close to the bridge on Colchester Road. As soon as it was built, a bunch of Fairfax County residents started complaining about the idea of having an asylum full of mental patients so close to their homes, so the authorities supposedly put all the patients in a bus and transferred them to a nearby prison.
One of them escaped?
But on the way to the prison, the bus crashed and all the patients escaped.
Oh.
As the story goes, a few hours later the cops had successfully located and brought back all the patients except for one guy by the name of Douglas
One guy. And you know what he turned into? The Bunny Man.
Griffin. This is where the legend gets a little weird. Allegedly, the fugitive patient hid in the woods from the authorities for weeks.
Wait.
As the days went by,
Jackson,
what?
I just pissed my pants. It's the Bunny Man.
As the days went by and the cops did everything to find him, rabbit corpses started to appear in the middle of the woods, which led everyone to believe Douglas was eating bunnies to stay alive. Then, one Halloween night, a group of kids were...
That's fucking devious, bro. We're eating bunny rabbits, bro.
I know, bro.
And it said multiple. So is he just like only eating bunny rabbits?
How would he even like kill them? Like I feel like that's bullshit.
You can kill bunny rabbits.
If
you were really hungry, like not even a hatchet, just like sticks.
How are you gonna catch them though?
Bro, if you're hungry enough, bro, you'll chase after that bitch, bro. Especially if you're fucking mentally insane.
Have you ever tried to chase after a rabbit, bro? They are fast fuck.
I don't even know if I've ever seen a rabbit. When I have seen rabbits.
I think I've seen a rabbit right here.
Hanging out near the bridge on Colchester Road when they suddenly saw a blue orb flashing in midair. A second later, they were all strung up like bunnies hanging from the bridge.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. You're seeing fucking dead bunnies just nah.
Yo, if I saw that shit, I would turn right the fuck around.
If you go to Bunny Man Bridge on Halloween night at midnight, the same thing will happen to you. Obviously, none of this is true, but it just goes to show how much of an impact the story of the Bunny Man has had on mainstream Virginia, DC, and Maryland culture. Nowadays, there's even Bunny Man t-shirts, a Bunny Man horror movie franchise, Bunny Man beer, and everything in between. Needless to say, the area surrounding the railroad overpass near Fairfax Station is now a major attraction for both tourists and locals alike, and will probably remain that way for many years.
Yeah, make sure to go like this video, obviously, and yeah, go subscribe to this dude. Bro, this video was fucking... I feel like a lot of it was just like, whatever. This last one, I feel like it's just straight bullshit. The other ones were just kind of weird, and then like the second one, that was just straight, just dark as shit, bro.
Yeah, I know. They said some shit you'd see in like a cop video, where it's like some actual, just like sad shit, like sad and like crazy. Then they just have like actual weird shit. A homeless dude, a disabled woman who just wanted to keep her identity, secrets, to go on like walks. A dude who is a freak wants to touch upon muscles, and like it's fucking like, what is this video? Like, I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not scary.
Yeah, it's just scary, bro.
I mean, like you said, that last one was definitely fake. Well, I mean, maybe not all of it's fake. It could, some of it could be. I don't think the bunny ears is true. I think maybe it's just a dude in like a white outfit.
That was
And
just so cooked.
I think maybe it's just a crazy dude in a white outfit who's throwing out a hatchet. I think the rest of it was just fake. Good video though.
Yeah, it was a pretty good video though. Yeah, let's move on to the next.